This review is about evolution, and it's the evolution of the Caterpillar 20-ton excavator. Here's the shipping carton, and it says Caterpillar 225 and Caterpillar 323.
Let's weigh it up.
Onto the weighbridge it goes, and it comes in at 4 pounds 4 ounces, or just over 1.9 kilograms. We swiftly open up the outer shipping carton, and out pops the insides. And what we have is another layer of packaging, which is an outer sleeve, and that is protecting the high quality box. On it is a picture of the modern day 323 and also the 225. And as you can see, this is one of Diecast Master's Evolution series, and others in the series have been previously reviewed. If we lift the high quality lid, we are met with a number of things, and it starts with a paper sheet, and then something that's common to all of the Evolution series, which is a detailed book. We then have a plastic former, and sitting in it are a couple of lazy operators. Next out is another plastic former, and we're finally through to the model set. As you can see, the inside of the box is very nicely decorated, and if we carefully lift out the models, we see that they're fixed to a base plate, and there's also another plastic former to remove, and that is complete with a couple of plastic tools.
Let's weigh it up again.
We'll put the whole assembly on the weighbridge, and it comes in at 1 pound 15 ounces, or 880 grams, so each model probably weighs around 400 grams. Let's take a look at the included book, and it's an excellent resource. It begins with a history of the 20-ton excavator, and as you can see, it's annotated with nice photos. And there's a page on excavator terminology. As you turn the pages, you can see more high-quality photographs. There's also a page on excavator attachments. And then we have the start of a detailed chronology beginning with the Cat 200 series. And as you can see, a real high point of this booklet are the many photos. It then goes on to cover the Cat 300 series, and then goes into the next generation of Caterpillar machines. Towards the end, there are sections about wheeled excavators and also hydraulic mining shovels. And all in all, this is an excellent high quality book. For the assembly, one available option is to install operators in the cabs. The sheet explains how to do this, and it's different for each machine. For the 225, entry is in the conventional way, that is, through the door, although the giant tweezers are probably unconventional. For the 323, entry is more sophisticated. The operator has to go in top down. It's hard to see this would ever be copied on a real machine, particularly as most operators won't want their heads clamped by giant tweezers. Another option is available if you want it, and that is to remove the models from the base. And that's fairly straightforward by undoing some screws. We start with the base, and it is plastic, and there's a nice name badge in one corner, and there's an Evolution series badge in the opposite corner. Starting with the 225, and you can see there are metal tracks mounted on simple track frames, with the track pads being fairly detailed. The big cab window is plain and it has no wiper, and there's a cat logo underneath it. The unusual grab rail is metal. The plastic cab door has a very slight colour mismatch, but the detailing in the body is very good with rivets, hinges and grills, and there's a textured walkway surface. The metal grab rails on top might be said to have an authentic beat-up look, although perhaps that's unintended. The panels and the big counterweight look very good, with the Caterpillar name on the counterweight. Up on top there are a variety of details within the casting, and there's a nice looking exhaust pipe. Moving to the other side, and there are more grab rails, and overall the appearance looks good. There are some hydraulic details on the boom rams, and pipe detailing continues up over the boom, and there are more plastic hoses running to the stick ram. There's also a nice old-fashioned Caterpillar graphic. The narrow metal bucket has some reasonable detailing too. Moving on to the 323, and there are also metal tracks, and the track frames also have some tiny graphics. The track pads have reasonable detail, and there are metal handrails leading up onto the body. There are soft black hydraulic hoses running from the engine bay, and the modern cat graphics and warning signs are sharp. At the back you have a nicely shaped counterweight, and the typical modern cab has large areas of glass. The grills on the body are formed by graphics. There's more of the same detailing up on top, and overall the appearance is quite authentic. The cab has windscreen wipers and lights, and there is the cat logo on the seat back. The boom has got black highlighted cable runs, and there are soft hydraulic hoses with tiny silvered connectors at the ends. The bucket has got wear plate detailing. Functionality when on the base is restricted, but the 225 seems to have a good range of movement of the boom, stick and bucket. The model rotates also, but you have to be careful not to clash with the 323. And when you're done, you can restore the bucket to an at-rest position in the special holder on the base. The plastic door can be opened with a tool, but it does clash slightly with the grab rail on the top edge, so you have to be a bit careful. The 323 has spring-loaded tracks, as does the 225, and there's a pretty decent range of movement on the boom, stick and bucket. And there's enough stiffness in the rams to hold most poses, with just a little looseness in certain places. Again, you can rotate the model carefully while it's fixed to the base. This is another very nice Evolution series set from Diecast Masters. The 20-ton excavator is a popular machine, and this set is a fitting tribute to the Caterpillar versions of the 20-ton excavator. There is a nice standard of detailing and functionality, but the biggest plus point is the presentation and the excellent book that comes with it. So overall there's enough to rate it as excellent.